Hi everybody, welcome to Layerix University. Today we are going to deep dive into the topic of mediums of communication. So there are three mediums of communication in networking. Number one is optical. Number two is electrical, and number three is wireless. There is nothing above this, there is nothing below this. There are only three varieties of mediums of communication. Electrical is anything less than 100 meters. Electrical medium is used. There are multiple mediums called Cat6, Cat7 is there, Cat5e, Cat5 are all extinct now. And for optical medium, we have a few terminologies, but it is generally used for transmission greater than 100 meter. The third medium of communication is wireless communication, where air itself is used as the medium for communications. Air is the medium for communications. Today, we are going to deep dive into the topic of optical communications. I am Swaminathan, founder and chief technology officer for Layerix Networking Experts. We are helping to simplify complex networking enterprise concept into simpler terms using our 24 years of experience in the IT and networking industry. There are two divisions of optical fiber. One is called SMF, another is called MMF. SMF is single mode fiber. MMF is multi-mode fiber. Under SMF, there are two modes that is called OS1 and OS2. Optical single 1 and optical single 2 are the two standards of SMF. OS1 is no more used. It's dead. OS2 is the latest standard, which is used for long range communications. Single mode fiber is generally used for long range communications like 10 kilometers, 1 kilometer, even 40 kilometers. SMF is used. MMF, on the other hand, is used for short range communications. So SR communications, MMF is used. There are 5 subtypes of MMF called OM1, OM2, OM3, OM4, and OM5. Forget OM1 and OM2, they are no more used. OM5 is also not used generally. It's a niche development from the standards. OM3 and OM4 are used in most of the communications. OM3 is giving the range of about 300 meters. OM4 is giving the reach for about 550 meters. What is the main difference between SMF and MMF is there is a core and there is a cladding within a fiber, right? The core is made very, very tiny that only one optical signal can pass through the core. This concept is called SMF. In MMF, the core is larger and the cladding than the core in the SMF. And then multiple signals can pass through the MMF fiber. This is the major difference. So there is only one signal that can pass, and there are multiple signals that can pass through the MMF. For example, There is a, for example, there is 100 gig. If you want to pass 100 gig signal, you can pass it as a single signal for larger distances through the SMF communication. And there is also a standard called SR4 as an example, short reach 4. What this does is this breaks the 100 gig signal into multiple 25 gig signals, that is 4 into 25 gig. And all these four 25 gig are then passed into the fiber as four discrete signals, which are multiplexed and demultiplexed respectively, to reconstruct back the 100 gig signals. So what is the major advantage or disadvantage between these two technologies is SMF fiber is very, very cheap. Per meter is very cheap. MMF fiber, on the other hand, is very costly than compared to the SMF. Then we may think why MMF is being used. The optics necessary for the MMF are cheaper than the SFPs or the optics required for the SMF technology. These are the two major advantage disadvantage between using the SMF and MMF cable. One can use their choice of SMF or MMF within their data center or within the campus, basis the price of the cable per meter and basis the optics used. One versus other, there is no big advantage or there is no big disadvantage. Anything can be used based on what cost and what optics we want to employ. The cost of optics, the cost of the cable is what determines. One versus the other, I will not say there is any advantage. Thank you for listening. Once again, our mission here is to simplify the networking concepts. This wraps up our deep dive session into the different varieties of optical cable. I will see you in the next time. Thank you. Bye from Layerix University for now. Thank you very much.